a short ball
और 4 रन.
easy pickings this for Sanju Samson. Half tracker. Yes, again between extra cover and Miroff, not an easy shot to play. He plays it up in the air because he knows that there is no deep extra cover.
जबरदस्त लाइव क्रिकेट चल रहा है दोस्तों. लाइव में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. खेतर पे 2 आउट हो चुके हैं इंडिया के 7.1 ओवर, यानी बहुत ही मैच जो रोमांचक होने वाला है. जल्दी जल्दी जुट जाइए. आप सभी का लाइव में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है दोस्तों. बहुत ही अच्छी इच्छा बैटिंग फ्रेंडली है, बस थोड़ा सा सब्र रखने की जरूरत है इंडियन बैटर्स को.
His strike rates are the best, and so what are your plans? Having seen this and having studied the footage and the data,
जल्दी जल्दी जुट जाइए. वेलकम ऑल फ्रेंड्स.
where they're looking to attack him, to contain him, and more importantly to get him out.
बहुत ही शानदार मैच हो रहा है इंडिया और वेस्ट इंडियंस के बीच, यानी वेस्ट इंडीज के बीच. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है. लाइव में जुड़िए जल्दी जल्दी से. वेलकम अगेन.
Yeah, the big games call for big heart, lots of courage, belief, self-belief. Do they have it?
बहुत ही रोमांचक मैच हो रहा है.
Yes, in this middle overs,
जल्दी जल्दी जुट जाइए.
Really shift the balance. Saw that when India bowled, they got some wickets in the middle overs, but then it was a good partnership that took West Indies to the 195 they got.
Thank you all friends. शानदार मैच, जबरदस्त मैच इंडिया और वेस्ट इंडीज के बीच.
Indians have been one of the best bowling teams in this tournament, bowling out the opposition a number of times, and today that's what they need.
Thank you guys. How are you? कैसे हो आप सब? हमारी लाइव में स्वागत है आप सभी का. और ये 4 रन सूर्य कुमार यादव के बल्ले से. शानदार कवर ड्राइव.
Sweeper, Surya Kumar Yadav, and a boundary to end the over. 11 of it, 78 for 2.
प्लीज आप पहली बार आए हो तो प्लीज चैनल पर सब्सक्राइब
really well.
आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद होगा.
Thank
you guys for watching.
Making sure that if he's hit on the pads as well,
like
he'll be outside the
welcome
line
all
of the off stump. Yes, the bowler not happy with the fielder's effort.
इंडिया और वेस्ट इंडियन के बीच T20 वर्ल्ड कप 2026 का मैच, जबरदस्त लाइव मैच, लाइव कमेंट्री कर रही है.
So India just upping the ante in the last couple of overs. 25 runs have come.
संजू सैमसन और सूर्य कुमार यादव जबरदस्त बैटिंग करते हुए. दोस्तों जुड़े रहिए लाइव में. पहली बार आए हो तो
They've mitigated the risk, but they've still scored heavily. Romario Shepherd into the attack.
रोमारियो शेफर्ड अटैकिंग बॉलिंग अटैकिंग कर रहे हैं. आप सभी का स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे.
And he would remember this pitch well. Romario Shepherd, a 5-wicket haul early doors in the tournament, including a hat-trick on this very ground. The same pitch as well.
Welcome. Hi guys.
Didn't get the opportunity to bat. This was the hat-trick. Like this, not getting nervous comes over as well.
Welcome all friends. How are you? कैसे हो आप? शानदार मैच चल रहा है. लाइव कमेंट्री.
What have the bowlers done? That was, in fact, the best individual return for a bowler this tournament. 5 for 20 for Romario Shepherd. Another 5 for.
Junaid, this is Canada. A few 4-wicket hauls as well. West Indies desperate for another.
ये शानदार सिक्स,
Oh, he climbs into that.
जबरदस्त छक्का संजू सैमसन के बल्ले
That's
से।
brute force for you. Expansive from Sanju Samson. It's a big backwards step and then making that ball, a good leg ball, into a slot ball.
87 मीटर का लंबा
That's
सिक्स।
not again an easy shot to get it over long off. He made it look so easy. As he's always
86-2 इंडिया का स्कोर।
looks very calm and composed tonight.
बहुत ही जबरदस्त बैटिंग चल रही है दोस्तों। वेलकम ऑल फ्रेंड्स, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए। और 4 रन।
The crowd on their feet. The 6 and now boundary.
संजू सैमसन जबरदस्त बैटिंग कर रहे हैं आज।
Sudden shift in gears from India in the last 3 overs or so.
Yeah, we've spoken about the pressure of this contest. The stakes are high.
वेलकम
All
वेलकम
of the
ऑल
fielders,
फ्रेंड्स,
all of the
प्लीज
players,
सब्सक्राइब जरूर
no
करिए।
doubt, are feeling it. Gudakesh Moti is usually good in the outfield. That one goes past him. Crossing 40 for the first time after 12 innings, Sanju Samson.
That one skidding across the turf. I wonder if it's a little greasy. The outfield. Oh, that just goes past the outside edge. Just a hint of movement. They're just having a chat.
हमारे लाइव कमेंट में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। आपका सपोर्ट हमारे लिए
Checking with the
प्लीज सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिएगा। पहली बार चैनल को विजिट किया हो तो सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए।
very good delivery.
It's quite loud, quite boisterous. No one heard anything. And they didn't want to take the risk either. Was it worth taking the risk?
सब्सक्राइब करके कमेंट में बताइए किसने सब्सक्राइब किया। 1 रन और
So another good over this for the Indians. It's
91 हो
13
गए
of it.
हैं 9 ओवर की समाप्ति
50
पे।
partnership comes up. It's 91 for 2.
आज इंडिया जीतेगा दोस्तों।
Ultra Edge confirms that it was in fact a good decision not to challenge the umpire. Some daylight between bat and ball. No spike.
वेलकम ऑल गाइस, हाउ आर यू?
So India just ahead at this stage. They've strung a good partnership. It was what was needed. 50 added by these two. Good time.
थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग, वेलकम माय लाइव कमेंट।
Last 3 overs, they've just accelerated. There's been a shift in gears.
92 पे लो, 48 रन पे संजू सैमसन।
Here's Moti.
49 पे पहुंच चुका है संजू सैमसन।
49 Samson now.
बहुत ही शानदार मैच चल रहा है दोस्तों। स्ट्राइक आ गए नहीं।
Controlled and classy innings from Sanju Samson. Sky has given him the bulk of the strike as well, contributing when necessary. And the pressure now
मोती
on
मोती
the men
बॉलर का नाम है
to
मोती।
find a wicket.
Get it, Moti!
ओह,
Hit straight back. Got 2 hands. And a slice of luck here for the Indian captain.
सूर्य कुमार यादव।
Well, India dropped a couple. Now the West Indies. What a difficult
वेरी डिफिकल्ट था।
drop catch. Disease is catching. That should have been taken.
अगली गेंद फिर से तैयार, सूर्य कुमार यादव। और 1 रन के साथ स्कोर आगे बढ़ता हुआ 93 पर 2। 93 पे 2। 9.3 ओवर समाप्त हो चुके हैं। संजू सैमसन 49 पे बैटिंग कर रहा है, जबरदस्त बैटिंग कर रहा है दोस्तों। लगता है बॉल पे ड्यू का असर दिखाई दे रहा है, कोई हलचल नहीं, सीधी सीधी गेंदबाजी हो रही है। वेस्ट इंडीज बाहर हो जाएगी आज मैच हार के। वेलकम टू लाइव चैट, वेलकम फ्रेंड्स। और ये शानदार 4 रन, बाउंड्री के साथ 4 रन, और संजू सैमसन के के साथ 53 चले। संजू सैमसन वेल प्लेड बॉयज, वेल प्लेड। हाउ आर यू, कैसे हो आप सब?
What a way to get to a half century.
Congratulations. Well played, boy, well played.
Very good shot once again. Moti bowling it short, bowling it wide because he's played the lofted shot to good effect. Well, he's a classy player. He's come good on the big day. He'd like to be there. See India home. He's batted very calmly. Hit some lovely shots.
How are you friends? कहाँ गए सारे के सारे?
Just 6 spots. Beauty about this innings is
कहाँ गए दोस्तों?
it's scored
Welcome
quickly.
guys, how are you?
That speed as well when he plays those strokes, so times it more than anything else. Caresses the ball over the boundary and along the ground.
वेलकम गाइस, हाउ आर यू, कैसे हो आप सब? कमेंट में बताइए कैसे लाइव देख रहे हो। एक तो जितने सारे फ्रेंड आते हैं सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते, क्या पता चला कौन लाइव देखता है। वेस्ट इंडीज का इस टाइम पे 82 रन पे एक आउट था। इंडिया 98 रन पे 2 आउट, टारगेट 196। हाय 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 10 ओवर की समाप्ति हो चुकी है। अगले 10 ओवर में 98 रन चाहिए दोस्तों। समर जोसेफ
First over for Shamar Joseph. There's just been some quality innings from Sanju Samson. There are many, or several, who have questioned his ability, but those who know of that ability have stuck with him. Quite a graceful and deceptively powerful batter. That's that X factor. It's not as consistant as you would want
बहुत ही
to be,
जबरदस्त बैटिंग करी संजू
but he
सैमसन ने,
can
रेली
be a
करीब से
match
मौजूद
winner.
है।
He's showing that quality
55 रन मार
on
के
the biggest stage.
बिग मैच का बिग खिलाड़ी बनेगा संजू सैमसन। और ये शानदार ओह माय गॉड, कैच हो
Joseph
गया।
into the attack. Chilpin Rutherford takes a really good low catch.
तीसरा झटका रुक गया। थर्ड विकेट।
Talk about X factor. Shamar Joseph is the first name to come to mind in this bowling lineup. There's a deafening silence after this. Shafin Rutherford coming in, and the beauty of this catch is how he just slows down to be able to dive forward and catch it. Had he overrun it, he could have easily hit the palm or the heel of the hand on the way down and fluffed the chance. He didn't. Third wicket down the skipper, 99 for 3 India.
Tilak Verma yan eh, boleh watch.
Tilak Varma. 44 in the last game in quick time of just 16 deliveries in Zimbabwe. What can Tilak produce tonight? Acceleration, 97, innovation, can be innovative.
Welcome to live chat.
And he likes room.
Comment करके बताइए कौन सी live देख रहे हो. शानदार.
Off the mark straight away. Nice crunching shot, Matthew Hayden.
Yeah, great way to bring up the 100 as well, Ian Bishop.
Soren पूरे Team India
That was a key moment right there. The drop catch, I thought, was one of those pivotal moments that may well have cost the West Indies. But that catch there from Shamar Josephs was an absolute beauty. Here it is again. Great movement to the ball. Eye on, a little roll over the top of it. And the X factor is comes into play. So a little circuit breaker here. Some relief for the West Indies.
What disturbed him there, but Sanju Samson took a huge backward
तो
step in
50-50
crease.
मैच है कौन जीतेगा कौन नहीं.
Rutherford's catching all across 2024-25 hasn't been spectacular. He's not always excelled, but he's caused some awe and amazement here. And it's improved of late. He's worked on it.
96 रन और चाहिए Team India.
Yeah, once upon a time it was hand on head when it goes in Rutherford's direction. Now there's safe pair of hands. And they like to dissect the technique of a catch because sometimes we just think people run as fast as they can and dive. But with a catch like that comes fairly flat.
Subscribe जरूर करें.
With a catch like that comes fairly flat where you have to sprint into the drop zone. Sometimes it's not getting your feet and your head into the drop zone. It is getting into a position that you can dive into the drop zone and be able to catch the ball and then extend your hands so it doesn't bounce out.
Goodness gracious, the stumps of the fielders.
Direct स्टंप पे लग गई.
No, there's a lot
सामने
more
वाले
that
स्टंप
could
के
have
बॉल
gone down the
पकड़ा.
ground.
Nice little roll. Got there, he stopped. A drag of the back foot to get his hands down. And once he got his hands underneath the ball and took the catch, he then gave himself a little bit of a tumble, less theatrical, less for the cameras and more technical. It was a good catch. It looks easy and some will say it should be taken. It should be. There's a process behind it.
Who took a good one? He missed his run up again. Who took a good one? Perhaps a slightly more difficult one than that a couple of nights ago. Glenn Phillips took an outstanding catch against England. They didn't go on to win the game, but he takes some of the most difficult catches, Glenn Phillips, and makes them look easy, and then he'll drop the straightforward ones occasionally.
Well, he's got an engine on him of note. And pace to the ball, that's just so key in these situations.
One for 3.
अच्छा एक पे 3 आउट हो गया. टीम इंडिया के तिलक वर्मा और संजू सैमसन बैटिंग कर रहे हैं.
Good over, just 3 runs off it and a wicket, and they desperately needed that, the West Indies. But you look at that, Shibam Dube has been smacking the ball as well as Hardik Pandya to all parts. And we remember Akshar Patel and his knock in the final in Barbados in 2024. To the attack, having opened the batting for the first time. What has he got in store?
He's the difficult one to read, Roston Chase. You think you bring it on for the left-hander, then he goes and gets the right-hander out. This is a power pack 6, 7 and 8 engine room, and these two at the crease. But Roston Chase is a man that's known for making things happen almost from nowhere. This is going to be a key passage of play.
Yeah, well, he's an absolute beauty with the bat, wasn't he, this evening? The first time that he's ever done that, he managed to stop a really well-made 40 and a good good opening partnership as well, and good power play. A conservative power play, but a launching for the men in Maroon. And that's what it's really all about at the moment for this Indian lineup. They have to conserve their wickets. If they start getting into that engine room too early through this phase, it's going to expose some real problems. Run rate required, 10.5. Start putting a couple of wickets on that, and that'll escalate.
Targeting the stumps, and this young man, Tilak Verma, has a very good record against the West Indies. Averages around 58 with a strike rate of 140 plus.
Feel that tension just starting to mount. Scoreboard pressure. See how quickly, I just mentioned it was 10.6, now it's 11, so every dot ball here is absolute gold dust. Totally different. A tournament play like this where you've got scoreboard pressure as opposed to a bilateral series.
Hmm.
93 from 50 balls. Now, in ordinary circumstances, you'd think, right, 7 wickets in hand, game on. These conditions, it is neck and neck, folks.
One, and I want us to look at this field as well that is set for Tilak Verma, this offside field. There's the man at long off,